Viewers, the Assam government has invoked a rule that was drafted more than half a century ago to remind bureaucrats and other government employees that they cannot go in for a second marriage or polygamy without the permission of the state government, as that will attract a hefty fine and also a departmental inquiry. The order also says that it is notwithstanding the marriage being permissible under personal law. So even if your personal law allows you to go ahead and marry 2 or 3 or 4 times, you have to still come to us to take permission. Now viewers, this has immediately erupted into a massive controversy. The Himanta Biswa Sarma government's crackdown on polygamy has excited a huge backlash. First, listening to the Chief Minister, and then viewers, I'll quickly run you through a few of the reactions that have been coming in, chiefly from regional Assamese parties like the AIUDF, and of course, at one time when this debate was first touched upon, also the Congress. But first, listen to Himanta Biswa Sarma.
This is an old circular. A Assam government employee, from the point of view of our service rule, he is not entitled to enter into a second marriage. However, if some religion allow you to enter into a second marriage, even then, from the conduct rule, you have to seek permission from the state government. Now, state government might give you, may not give you. So, we often get cases where after the death of the employee, both the wives fight for the pension. We find it very difficult to settle those disputes. Today also many widows are...
Well viewers, the reason being given is that family members fight for the pension, especially the widowed wives. The IUDF has come out and said that this action is under pressure from the RSS and Bajrang Dal. In the past, the Congress has come out and said this is an attempt to criminalize and take criminal action against Muslims. Now viewers, let me just very quickly tell you a few things. This bill that is going to be, they're also going to bring in a polygamy bill, and the big bill has received 140 public suggestions in favor and just 3 against. Also viewers, the right to practice religion under Article 25-26 is not absolute. So your personal law might actually accord you the right to indulge in polygamy, but it's not an absolute right. Also viewers, polygamy is banned in Turkey, Tunisia, Albania, Kosovo and Central Asian countries. And most importantly, Hindu Code Bill that applies to Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, Buddhists, Parsis, Christians, of course, just those, and then Parsi and Christian personal laws also prohibit polygamy. So every other personal law prohibits polygamy, and the Hindu Code Bill that applies to Hindus, Sikhs, Jains and Buddhists also prohibits polygamy. The only one exception that is for Muslims under the state rule right now. Let's open this up, because a lot of people are saying this is open politics, this is about polarization. And let me get that reaction in from the spokesperson there of the AIMM. So why would you give it a communal color?
Oh, Rahul, you're asking to...
Yes, sir. Mr. Hassan, go ahead. Why give it a communal color? What's the problem?
No, it's not about the communal color. जो रियलिटी है संविधान में यह अधिकार दिया है, आर्टिकल 25 से 28 तक संवैधानिक अधिकार है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इस चीज को छेड़ नहीं सकता है। ये सब लोकसभा चुनाव आ रहा है तो आप ये सब ड्रामा कर रहे हैं। यही मुख्यमंत्री पहले भी 5 साल
ड्रामा, it's drama, says Mr. Hassan. It's drama, says Mr. Hassan. Let me tell you, viewers, till recently, triple talaq. One second. Till recently, triple talaq was also allowed, viewers. Till a law was brought in, and a large number of Muslim women were very relieved because of the intervention that stopped instant triple talaq. Even then, certain parties said you're trying to criminalize laws so that Muslim men are persecuted. Let me bring in a Supreme Court advocate. Now, Mr. Jain, you have led this campaign to ban polygamy. Is this communal?
See, let me tell you, Rahul, that this rule is known as Assam Civil Service Conduct Rules 1965. This was framed under the provisions of the Constitution by virtue of Article 309, where the president or the governor has the power to check and balance the conduct of any public servant. Now, it is not just that their polygamy marriage has been checked under these rules. I must tell you that gifts to be received by the public servants are under check. There are meetings to be held by the public servant are under checks. Mementos to be received by public servants are under check. Criticism of the government by the public servant are under scanner. There are fundraising exercises which are under scanner. Investment in stock is under scanner. Speaking in press is under scanner. Having participating in politics is under scanner, and conducting strikes is also under scanner. So these are entire conduct rules which are framed by the governor and which has received which has been passed by the legislature in 1965 when Congress government was in power. So I am not mixing politics, I'm just having a pure legal perspective. The legal perspective is this, that polygamous marriage is barred under law under
Okay.
section 494 of IPC, which is punishable. And apart from that, apart from the issue of pension, there is another issue which I want to highlight today on your debate. The issue is of dying in harness. If there is a policy in a state government that if somebody, some public servant dies during the conduct of his service, the widow or his children get right to have a supernumerary employment in the government. So
Right.
the question is, as I was hearing to the chief minister, apart from pension, if you are having more marriages, who will get the right to have a dying in harness service? So these are the issues which will create problem. Therefore, this permission is required.
Okay. Let me bring in Ratna Singh of the BJP. Will this law that you're proposing to ban polygamy also apply to scheduled tribes, ma'am?
First and foremost, namaskar to each one of you. I just want to say that this is a social welfare. The bill, the act will become a great step to, enhance the social welfare and justice which we want to each and every person of the state and the country. And regarding the scheduled tribes, whatever the rules and regulations according to the constitutions and legislation that will be formulated, and it will be involved, whatever the report and the committees and the legislation, they all will be involved and they will be deciding. In fact, according to the law, the legal purview, whatever it will be allowed, the scheduled caste status will also be decided. But very important is that this is nothing after the polygamy, the permissions have
One
to be
second.
taken by
Ratna
the
Singh
government.
ji, the bill has already been given the thumbs up in public discussion. 140 public suggestions are in favor of this. Does the bill also include, I'm just asking you, scheduled tribes?
Yeah.
Does it
The
cover
bill,
scheduled tribes?
the report which was submitted by the committee, which
Yes.
was submitted by the committee, they have also talked about the scheduled tribe. Little, more focus has to be given. So the legal people, the drafting committee, which is drafting the bill, it is getting drafted within 45 days. It will be submitted. Definitely, they will be looking on to this aspect also.
Okay. So,
and according to the
viewers,
constitutional permit,
it's
that will be
quite clear.
decided.
It's quite clear. This is not just targeted at Muslims. Even scheduled
no,
tribes.
never,
Yes.
never,
So
never.
let's put the record straight here. That's why I asked you a very pointed question. Thank you for the clarification. I leave it at this, viewers.